Now at 8:41, and a new study finds the MIND diet is showing that it helps combat cognitive decline.
I need to hear more
Same.
about
Let's
this.
go.
Here to explain more is our health expert, Dr. Payal Kohli. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning, guys.
So what's the MIND diet? What's it all about?
Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. So it's a combination of the Mediterranean and the DASH diet. So let's kind of break it down. But we've really been trying in medicine to find the holy grail of what can we eat to help slow cognitive decline. So this diet has become really popular because it protects your blood vessels. And so it's got brain healthy foods and brain unhealthy foods. And so you can imagine the brain healthy foods are things like fish, vegetables, fruits, berries, seafood, poultry. It even has a little bit of red wine on the list, even though alcohol is not technically brain healthy. But then there's also these brain unhealthy foods that you should try to avoid, which is fried food, butter, red meats, pastries and sweets. Yes.
Like the food of where I'm from.
Yes.
But the idea here is to eat a lot of real food and not too much of it. And this food is supposed to be anti-inflammatory, kind of help restore your gut, but also be healthy for your blood vessels, and really a low sodium choices. So combination of that low sodium diet and this kind of Mediterranean heart healthy diet.
So now that we know what it consists of, what did the study show? What did the maybe I give me the diet real quick, Dr. Kohli.
So it was a study that looked at people over 10 years. And so in the past, when they've studied the MIND diet, it hasn't turned out to be positive in terms of reducing your risk of dementia, but they only looked for a few years. So the idea here was maybe we're not looking long enough. And it's not randomized, meaning they didn't force people to eat a certain diet, but they took surveys and said, well, what do you end up eating? And they scored people on kind of how closely they adhered to the MIND diet. And the people that scored higher over 10 years had a 4% lower risk of developing dementia. And if they already had memory issues, it actually kind of prevented the rate of decline of their memory issues. So 4% may sound small, but if you think about it on a population level, it's pretty significant.
The results were different for specific groups though as well, right?
Yes, and this is what was really interesting, not quite fully understood, but women had actually a 6% reduction in their decline if they stuck to this diet, as opposed to men that didn't have as much of a reduction. And then there were 30% Black people in this study, which is also really nice because we usually don't get a good representation, and they seem to benefit more as well in terms of cognitive decline. So it seems like there's something biological combined with obviously our behaviors that could change the way that our body ages, our brain ages, and how we develop dementia.
I mean, and we're a culture obsessed with, slowing down the aging process. So let's go for this. What would you recommend to somebody who wants to reduce their risk of dementia just altogether?
Yeah, I feel like we haven't figured it out yet, but every day I feel like we're getting a little bit closer. Dementia is one of those things I worry about.
Yeah.
I think we all do. We do not want this as we get older. So has the MIND diet been proven according to this study to reduce dementia? No, but I think if you do a lot of these things, not only is it good for your mind, it's good for your heart, it's good for your cancer risk, and it's really good for your health. So really thinking about what you put inside your body, how you're treating your body with food is going to help how it ages. Thinking about your cholesterol. This is huge because vascular dementia, which is clogging up the arteries in the brain, much more common than the other types of dementia like Alzheimer's and others that we worry about. And that's preventable if you keep your bad cholesterol less than 70 for most of your adult life. So checking and making sure that that cholesterol is well controlled. And then sleep and activity. I cannot say that enough, but our bodies were designed to move and our bodies were designed to rest at night. And so we start to incorporate some of those healthy behaviors. We can change the way that our brain ages and really help ourselves not just live longer, but live better and healthier.
Sleep is such a big one for us. That one's real tough.
It's hard.
Yes.
But maybe
really,
you'll start
really
doing the
interesting.
MIND diet now.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say that would be a good, nice little balance there.
You had me at wine. Okay.
That's all you got from that, huh?
I'm kidding. It's really interesting. All right, Dr. Kohli, thank you so much for coming in. And of course, you can find all of Dr. Kohli's appearances at 9news.com/Dr. Kohli.